Happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well and staying cool. I apologize for the even worse light quality than usual. There's heavy equipment working outside and it's really hot, so I am recording inside today. I had posted an announcement that I had returned feedback on outlines, and several of you I asked to resubmit your outlines today, so I want to talk a little bit more about the outline and about this essay. So this comparative essay is a comparative rhetorical analysis. So similar to what you just did with your article evaluation, but at this point you are comparing how these two articles reach their audiences. So you're working with a popular and scholarly audience article. So they're on the same topic but directed to two different audiences. So you'll want to look at similar characteristics to what you looked at in your article evaluation. So you can look at things like structure, language, format, layout. You can even just look at the appearance. You know, in your library sessions, when you saw how these articles differed, a scholarly article is typically not going to have full color pictures. You're going to have graphs and charts for the most part. A popular audience article a lot of times is going to have the big colorful pictures. You're going to have wording that is for a general audience. You're not going to have to go look up definitions for things that are discussed. In your scholarly publications, you're typically going to see a lot of sources cited, a lot of data. It's not going to be the kind of summary that you would find on a news site. So those are a few things you can look at. Of course, there are others, and your articles may be outliers. Some of you have mentioned maybe that you've got a scholarly article that's really accessible, and you can certainly talk about that in the essay. Some of you may be working with a news article that's really in-depth and really hard to understand that may have led you to have to go look things up. That's certainly worth talking about in your comparison. So for the outline, you need to have a title. You need to have a thesis statement, which addresses the areas of comparison, and you need to have topic sentences. An outline covers the main points of your essay and as a starting point for drafting your essay. You're not sending me a draft, you're sending an outline. And I put a sample in the folder for last week to help you. So that said, you will need to, as you draft, be sure to incorporate some examples and quotations from the text. Be sure to cite in-text citations and have a works cited page. And make sure that your title is specific to your essay. Your title should not just be the title of one of the articles, because that's not, and it shouldn't just be the topic of those articles, because it's not what you're writing about. You're comparing these two different kinds of articles. So keep that in mind as you create your title. In your introduction, make sure that you introduce the articles and authors and provide that thesis statement. How you decide to get your reader into the essay is up to you. You could talk generally about the topic. You could talk generally about scholarly and popular articles. There are several different ways that you could do that. But make sure that you introduce those articles and lead the reader in to the thesis statement. And as discussed in the video from last week, you can use block or alternating point-by-point format. Most students tend to go with the point-by-point format because it a lot of times ends up being less writing and a little bit easier to organize. There's less to worry about because you're going to talk about point 1, Article A, Article B, point 2, Article A, Article B, point 3, Article A, Article B. And that's often a little bit easier to keep up with than Article A, point 1, 2, 3, Article B, point 1, 2, 3. If you have questions, certainly let me know, and we'll be returning feedback on any of the outlines that come in as quickly as I can. And I'm wrapping up article evaluations. I hope to get those finished up this afternoon. It took me a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it should be pretty quick to finish. Just have a few left. So I hope your week's off to a good start. Please stay cool today. I think we're having our hottest day of the year so far today. So if you can, please stay comfortable. And if you can't stay comfortable, please stay safe. And I hope that you have a great day. Take care.